What is up, everybody? Jester here, and in the last video I showed you the differences between X-Class upgrades and S-Class upgrades and how difficult they were to get them and all those different sorts of things. But a little birdie tells me that there's actually a ship out there that competes with all of this, and it's actually a really good combo ship, and that's going to be a Sentinel ship. So today we're going to show you how to find a Sentinel ship and get it fully upgraded, and we're going to test and see if it is actually better than my brand new fighter. No time to waste, let's jump right in. Finding these systems that contain these Sentinel ships is really quite easy. Just go to space, go into your galaxy map, and you're just looking for a system that is labeled as dissonant. Make sure you've got the economy scanner so you'll be able to see this, but just find the nearest one and warp right on over. Once in the system, you just need to start scanning the planets. What you're looking for is one that says dissonance detected. There you see it in purple at the bottom. From there, it's real simple. Target that planet, pulse on over, and let's get our ship down on the ground. Once there, we're going to want to start gathering some resources, the first of which are going to be these living fragments that drop Atlantidium. And I don't know why my brain has trouble processing that. I kind of feel like it's a dirty word or something, but this stuff is everywhere. You won't have any trouble finding this on the planet. Gather this in bulk. Like I said, you're not going to have any issue finding it whatsoever. Next up are going to be the radiant shards. You will need the advanced mining laser to get these into your inventory, and you will need 3 of these per ship that you go to claim, but they're usually in reasonably sized groupings, between 3 and 5 typically, and they're very easy to spot. They're big crystals. From there, go to your analysis visor, and you're going to be looking for a dissonance resonator. These things are going to drop the next item we're going to need. When you get up close to these, the goal is just to destroy them. These are going to drop a couple of items, one of which, the inverted mirror, is going to drop quite more often than the other one. You can also just run. Also know, a little pro tip, this will tell you what it's going to drop, so you don't have to do the fight whatsoever. This one was another inverted mirror, and again, you don't have to fight if you don't want to, if you don't need it. The other item that you can find from these is also a necessary item called an echo locator. This is going to lead you to the next part of the journey of getting these Sentinel ships. And I will say that my drop rate on these was about 15 or 20 inverted mirrors to one of these, so don't get discouraged if you don't find it quick. With the echo locator in your inventory, you simply need to hover over it, and you need to do whatever long press it is to resonate with this one. You don't want to delete it or anything like that. What this is going to do is lead you to the nearest harmonic echo, which has the harmonic interface at it. And as you can see, as it comes down here, it shows you exactly where it's at. Ours is right on the horizon. So all we need to do is hop in our ship and fly over, and that'll get us going for the next step. Once you've reached that destination, we're going to be sprinting over to the harmonic interface. That's going to be this terminal. Just interact with that, and there's a little bit of thing you got to do here. Not a huge deal, a small mathematical little thing, but you're going to want to scan the memory registers, and that's going to give you the problem you have to solve. In this case, it's 3 numbers. They'll always be between 1 and 16. Ours were 8, 13, and 3. It's always going to be different. And if you have any trouble with that, write it down. Don't go forward until you get it written down. There's no shame in making sure you get it right. From there, you just go into input the override glyphs, and you can do these in any order. These correspond with the different portal glyphs that you get based on the number. And again, it doesn't matter whatsoever what order you put these in. Once you get these in, this will unlock the terminal, and you can do a couple of things at this terminal. The first of which is deactivate the multi-tool seal. This is going to give you access to whatever Sentinel tool or multi-tool that is at this particular site. So you can definitely go over and check that out. To really briefly illustrate this point, go over to the weapons cabinet, and you can see here that this is just a little C-class. But if you like the look of it, you can always pick this up, and it can be upgraded in the space stations all the way up to S-class if you've got the nanites to do it. The main feature that we're here for, however, is going to be the dissonance spikes. These are going to be the actual ship location that we're going to be finding. And in this case, I don't know what we're going to find, but I know that this is going to lead us in the right direction. It's very similar to the way that the echo locator works. Just go ahead and fly over there, and we'll see what we got. When you reach the crash location, just interact with the ship, and a couple of things you have to do here. First, clear the stuff or purge the system, which is get that salvage glass out of there and get the pugnum out of there, and also collect the Highland brain. You're going to need this for the pilot interface, and it's basically going to be rinse and repeat as to how this works. You're going to want to go into your inventory, Probe Subconscious. It's the same thing with a different title. And this is one of my problems with the game right now, is there's a lot of this, go here, do this, go somewhere else, do the same thing. We'll cover that in another video. But what we want to do here is go ahead and follow the quest line. Head on over to this location and we'll go from there. When you arrive at this final location, there's really only one option you can do. It's kind of similar to the interaction you do if you were looking for a portal, except for there's no options. It's a very direct line of dialogue. And what you're going to want to do is just present the brain. That's really the only option it gives you. There's no wrong choices that can be made here. After you read another little bit of text, it's going to give you what's called the harmonic brain. And this is the last piece that you're going to need in order to make the pilot interface to fully make that ship yours. The very last thing that you have to do is go back and interact, and we're going to craft the pilot interface. Requires 3 radiant shards, 1 inverted mirror, and the harmonic brain that we just got. You can do whatever you want with this ship at this point. It'll be completely free, and it's yours forever if you so choose. Now, I didn't really much care for the color scheme on that ship, nor did I really like the style, so I did what I so often do, and that's headed over to the No Man's Sky Coordinate Exchange on Reddit, and the link for that, again, is in the description. If you guys haven't been there, it's a wonderful, wonderful place to go and meet the community and find a whole bunch of discoveries that other people are making, and I wanted to find a ship that was right for me, so that's what I did. Hosted by user TrustNo11031, I know that's hard to read up there. It was this beautiful black and deep purple and a blue spine X-Wing style, and I thought, yeah, this is the one that I want to get. So I went ahead and pulled it over and picked it up. I decided to go with X-Class because they're easy to accumulate, but this meant that I had to go back out and do everything I'd just done for days and get everything ready to upgrade this ship. And just know that even though this is a Sentinel ship, it behaves identical to any other ship in the game. You can upgrade them the same way you did in the last video I made, and I'll put a card for that in the top right corner that's a little more descriptive of how this all works. But you can go from whatever class you find all the way up to S-Class. And then you can always go in with storage augmentations after breaking ships or finding them, and you can open up the different slots. I fully recommend early on getting the tech slots open so you can get everything installed. To do that, just click on the technology section and apply your augmentations there. When it comes down to it, this thing destroys my fighter in almost every category except shield strength, which is about 10 points difference, but that's on par with what an S-Class upgrade would be. Hyperdrive range is massive difference, and the damage potential, man, it's over 20 points, 24 points. I really got to get out to space and see what this does. And after a couple of jumps, I found a freighter fight, and let me tell you, this thing hits real hard. The one thing I can say, though, is even though the maneuverability is higher, I didn't feel like it turned as well as the fighter does. Maybe with a little practice it will, but let me tell you, that positron ejector, it's my favorite weapon for a reason. It hit like an absolute sledgehammer at that rating. Hopefully this video helped you go out and find your forever ship, because I can assure you this is probably the last upgrading of a ship video we're going to do. I do have a freighter video coming up, probably a couple of them actually, very soon. So definitely, if this helped you, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I got tons more content coming, including some animal stuff, as well as a way to make your pets a little bit bigger. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.